We are continuing with solving and graphing linear inequalities. So normally we have y and then some kind of symbol, mx plus b equals mx plus b. Or maybe it has a different symbol. So if it doesn't have it in the y equals format, we do have to solve for y first. So just like solving equations and solving standard form, we're going to do the same thing. So I always start with drawing a line down my equal sign to keep them separated, because if you move it to the other side, you have to change the sign. So we're going to subtract 3x because we want to get y by itself. So we're going to subtract 3x. But you can't combine an x and a non-x, an x and a constant. So this is going to be y is greater than or equal to. We wanted an mx plus b, so we're going to put it as negative 3x minus 2. That was the only step we had to do on that one. So the m is negative 3, but it needs a denominator. So what's it going to be for our slope? 1, yeah. Slope is the only one that needs to be in fraction form. Y-intercept is just negative 2. All right, so let's look at our symbol. This is a greater than or equal to symbol. So it's going to be solid. Greater than means we are going to shade above. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to label my x and y axis. We're going to go ahead and graph it. Make sure you're with me. Go down to negative 2 for your y-intercept. And then it's a slope of negative 3 over 1. So go down 1, 2, 3, right 1. And find all your pretty points. And do the complete opposite. Down 3, right 1 would be up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. Up 3, left 1. So it's going to be a solid line. We're going to shade above. So what you do is you put your pencil on your y-intercept, and then you go above it, anywhere above it on the y-axis. And this is where I'm at whenever I went above. See where my pencil is? That means I'm going to shade this way. Do a little happy shading. Bob Ross, anybody? Happy shading? All right, let's plot the points and see which ones are solutions. These are actually the same as yesterday. Remember that? 2, 4. Is that part of the solution? 2, 4? Yes. 0, 0. Yes. Negative 1 and then 7 is up there. Negative 1, 7. Yep. And then negative 3, negative 5. No. So just real quick, I'm going to put it in the calculator just so we can remember. You would do negative 3x minus 2. So to know whether you're putting in a negative or a minus, you say it out loud, either in your head or literally out loud. This is a negative 3x, so I'm putting in the negative symbol there, minus 2, so I'm putting a minus there. So say it, and then you can type it in. Now go to your left side of the Y1, push enter. Change the line. This is going to be above, so we're going to do the above triangle. Oh, I forgot to hit OK. So if you don't hit OK, you got to go back and try again. Push OK. Make sure it actually like locked in those settings. Hit graph. And they are the same, so we did it correctly. All right, example 2. This one is not written in y equals, so we need to solve for y first. So we need to get the 2x to the other side. So I need to do the opposite of negative 2x plus 2x. That cancels. When there's nothing in front of it, now it's gone. So what is that? Negative 2y is less than, we want it in mx plus b form, so that's 2x plus 4. We still need to get y by itself, so what do we need to do? Divide by negative 2. Do y'all remember what we have to do when we divide everything by a negative with inequalities? Yep, we got to flip that sign. I circle it so I remember I'm not writing it the same way, I'm flipping it around. And if you need to, you can put this in the calculator. Do second quit to get out from the y equals. And I'm just going to do 2 divided by negative 2. It's negative 1. If I needed that as a fraction, if it came out as a decimal, I would hit math, frac, enter, enter. But it didn't. It just came out as a negative 1x. And then 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2, so minus 2. All right, so now we just need to graph it. Our slope is negative 1. Our y-intercept is negative 2. Is this going to be solid or dashed? Dashed. And it's a greater than symbol, so how are we going to shade it? Above. All right, so where do we start? On the y-axis at negative 2. Make sure you're on the y-axis. People are still making the mistake of starting on the x-axis. Don't do that. Start on the y-axis. And then your slope is negative 1 over 1. If it's negative 1, it's negative 1 over 1. So that means we're going to go down 1 and right 1. Down 1, right 1. Make all your pretty points. Then go up 1, left 1. Dash your line. Put arrows on the end. Okay, shade above. So put your pencil on the y-intercept and then go above it. Just go on the y-axis above it. That is where you're going to shade. All that area. Plot your points and figure out which ones are part of your solution. When you're done, glue it in and then finish your assignment.